Hello everyone! How are you doing today? Let us know if you can hear us well. We got a new setup today, as you can see here. So yeah, sound off, and let's get started. We have a very exciting new bundle, a lot of really cool stuff to show off today. Unfortunately, Alvaro is not gonna be sculpting today, but he is here with me. For those of you who have never seen Alvaro in one of our promotional videos or something like that, yeah, this is him. He's gonna be co-hosting today, and we're gonna be talking about the minis. I'm gonna go into a little bit more of the lore and the gameplay aspects, and Alvaro is gonna be discussing the sculpting challenges and all the nitty gritty details that you are all so you guys are always asking us for. Márcia, of course, is with us today, painting on this side. Yes, this side. Yeah, and she's gonna be painting the Catfolk Gladiator. We've got a lot of cool gladiators today. So yeah, Márcia, if you could say hello to everyone. Márcia, can you hear us? Yes. Okay, so if everyone can hear Márcia, that just sound off. It's gonna be great. Alvaro, if you could sound off, do a mic check.
Hi guys, we are testing this new format, and I hope you have a lot of fun watching this live stream with us. I think that sculpting is very cool while we launch a new bundle, but I think that talking more about the minis, about the behind the scenes, will be also amazing. So I have a lot of things to say about the characters.
Okay, and apparently people did not hear Márcia. We're gonna check on her audio levels now and just make sure everything is all right. But meanwhile, yeah, Alvaro has been off camera for so long. Some people are saying, did Alvaro get a haircut? Yeah, he got like a major haircut like a year ago.
Yeah.
He had much longer hair. It's just that he hasn't been on camera for a very long while. Okay, while we solve Márcia's audio issues, I think we can hear her on. Is everything all right? Márcia, can you sound off once more? Just. Oh yeah, there is something wrong with Harley. Yeah, we're don't worry, Márcia. Don't worry about it, Márcia. We're gonna move on to. This is my cell phone. It's not a mini. It's okay. We're gonna move on to the actual minis, which is what everyone's here to see today, and we're gonna fix the audio issue later. So we have a lot of stuff to showcase today, and let's just start with our first hero for the bundle, the mysterious champion. And this one has got a lot of cool stuff going for it. Of course, it's your like very well decked gladiator warrior with wearing like plate armor, heavy armor, very well decorated, very flamboyant. You gotta have some style while you're doing your thing into gladiatorial games and just killing people and taking heads, right? And yeah, it could work like as a paladin, a fighter, any type of warrior, anything like that. Maybe some sort of bard as well. And let's actually move on to the sculpt now. The sculpt, which you guys are seeing the 75mm version there, it's by Wesley Santos. We do have the 32 painted version, the 32mm that we're gonna show in just a second. And yeah, this one is a little bit different. Let us just I think that's I think that's good. Let's just change them up here so you guys can see we're gonna try to zoom in and focus a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out later. It's a new format, guys. We're still kind of figuring it out. But yeah, the mysterious champion. There's a lot of cool things going on with this one. It has a very characteristic style of helmet and armor, kind of the flowing kind of skirts, I would say. And yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about the what went on into the development and the thought behind this particular model, Alvaro?
Yeah, sure. So while we were choosing the heroes for this bundle, I was always in mind like, we will do two female characters and one male, or two males and one female. Then I thought about doing a character that works as both genders. So this is why we called it the Mysterious. We don't know the past of this hero. It could be a female character, it could be a male character, it could be a half elf, an elf, a human. We don't know much about her or him. So yeah, this was the idea of making this character full armored like this with helmet. You can see on the chest armor that it has a little volume here to work as a female character, but not as much to look not male. So yeah, we try to do
it's
it
a
there
little
and
bit of a it's a little bit of an androgynous look, especially in that time, like Roman. You can see examples of that in like Roman gladiatorial armor depictions, or even like Greek armor or stuff like that, where they would actually sculpt a chest shape, like the muscles into the armor. We didn't go as far as that here, but they definitely considered like armor as a piece of art as well. And this mini is something that people have been asking for a while. It's a little bit of more of a it's a little bit more versatile, right? It can, as Alvaro said, can work as male or female or neither, like whatever floats your boat. It can work as that. It's not something that we're gonna do for every mini, or that we're gonna do in every bundle even. But whenever there's an opportunity, and if it's a bundle, I think it's something nice to do. It's a very versatile mini. It can there's a lot of different character concepts that can go into this. And apparently people like the setup we have here. These are the models from our previous bundles. I think we're gonna talk about a particular one of these in a bit, but we still have a lot of models and minis to go through. Before we move on from this though, we have one more model of the Mysterious Champion to show, just to show off the detail on this, and it is the bust. So the Mysterious Champion, as one of our heroes, has a bust version of her. And let's just make sure, because she has long, kind of long weapons. This is the bust version of the Mysterious Champion. Let's just...
Yeah, this character was originally sculpted by Wesley, but one of our oldest artists, Rafael Sui, also worked on it, because we felt that it wasn't there yet. So after the sculpt was finished, Rafael worked a lot on it to make it even better.
Yeah, once in a while when a sculpt, it's like we consider it done, and then we send it to test printing. And once the test printing is done and there are no like technical failures with it, and if there's enough time in the bundle, we kind of look at it and go like, okay, is there anything that we can improve or make a little bit better? And then we go back to the artist, check if they're like available to work on it. Maybe another artist is available to do a couple of touch-ups. So yeah, I think this one turned out absolutely amazing. The hair is amazing. The plumes are amazing. This character actually has a lot of character, right? With the different pauldrons and arm guards and stuff like this. It's just really really amazing character.
Yeah.
So okay, did you guys? I wasn't paying attention to our little helping friends here. Did everyone get a good look at the bust? Okay, so let's move on to the next character, because we still have a lot to go through. And the next character is the next hero, and is let's see here. Yes, it is Nala Bloodletter, and the last name is Ogola Ogolan. This one is hard. This one is difficult. Uh, Ugulakanu. Ugulakanu. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, that's canon now. That's the right pronunciation. And yeah, it's our it's our Goliath barbarian. We haven't done this in a while. I think the last Goliath we did was in Panchal Under Siege. We had one of the Panchal protectors was a Goliath or a half giant, right? We also did one in Journey to Valhalla. Actually, we did a couple of half giants in those. You guys should, if you like that kind of style, you guys should definitely check out that bundle. Yeah, and I think we're good to go. Let's move on to, let's go to the actual sculpt. And this one is by Rafael Sui. And again, very kind of barbarians in D&D are usually dressed in leathers, and they don't get a lot of benefit from armor or anything like that. You're doing like a dexterity constitution AC based thing. So yeah, this one fits right into that, like the classical D&D barbarian, but it's also a very kind of piecemeal armor gladiator look, right? As this gladiator has been fighting for a while and has survived a bunch of battles and has just been picking up the best pieces of equipment from the battlefield. And yeah, she's trying to go all the way to the top and I don't know, get her freedom back maybe. I actually don't remember the lore for this particular one. So yeah, let's we have a bust for her, and we have the 32.
Yeah, the 32 here.
Yes, we do have the 32 millimeter here. We're gonna go into the painting guide will be coming out soonish, and you guys are gonna get at a lot better look at the painted 32 millimeter miniatures. And yeah, we're just transitioning here back into that view. We're just adjusting things a little bit. And yeah, big man. Yeah, Lockdoor, I believe it was actually a Goliath as well, was a half giant. Nala and Amanda Bloodletter are not necessarily related. They share yeah, Bloodletter is less of a last name and more of a title. You have to be a particular kind of ruthless to get that name, that title, right? And yeah, I think Nala got hers in the gladiatorial arena, and Amanda got hers from her dad, the half demon. So let's move on to the bust version, and I think the bust can really showcase how amazing this one is. Yes, just all the details. Always really nice to have a mini like this with a lot of different textures. Do you have anything particular to say about this one overall?
Yeah, as Tiago said, barbarians usually wear leather clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So at Loot, we are always trying to make female characters with functional armor and very badass. So this one in particular, you can see some parts of her body, but not because we tried to make her sexy, just to fit the barbarian look. So you can see a really strong arm, very badass physique. And yeah, I loved this one. This one looks really, really amazing.
Yeah, barbarians are one of those classes. Like even the guys are always like bare chested,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, they know what they got, and they like to flaunt it. So yeah, barbarians are always a cool and fun class to play, and actually, like now that I'm seeing her, like the bust from up close here, there's like such cool little details. Like you can actually see a little bit of scarring
Yeah,
on her
face.
left cheek there.
Yeah.
The kind of the crow or usually like the bird skull on her hairpiece. Like just because you're like I said, the gladiators, part of their job, the gladiators are kind of the Colosseum was kind of like the WWE of ancient Rome, right? It's not just about the fighting; it's about putting on a show, and you gotta know how to present yourself. And Nala and the other gladiators here are definitely know how to put a little bit of flair into their look. Okay, so next up, let's move on to our third and last hero for the model, but definitely not the last gladiator, which is Liu Leo of Colossus. And yeah, let's change things up here a little bit. So Leo's again is a classic gladiator. If you check out his backstory, is a little bit based on the Russell Crowe character Maximus, right? And he's got that helmet with the big cat motif from that we also seen the Gladiator movie. But yeah, he's kind of a really cool. Instead of being a low-born character that's been captured into slavery, he's a high-born character. So he brings a little bit more of martial knowledge into the fight. He's probably one of the contestants of the gladiatorial games who has a better chance of winning, has better training, and he has a special magical weapon, which we also did for this bundle. And should I show it now, or should I show it later?
Yeah.
Let's save it for later.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's save it for later. It's like it's really cool. Let's save it for those who stick with us through the end. Okay, so yeah, Leo is this character, and let's move on to the Sculpt now, and the Sculpt is by Leandro Pavanelli. And yeah, just an amazing translation from the concept art to the Sculpt. And just so I don't forget to mention, we had a few different concept artists for this bundle. So we had Beto Lima, Alberto Saraiva, and I believe Guilherme Mota did the Crimson the Arena.
Yeah.
So we had a couple different concept artists for this bundle, but I think all of the art for it blends really well.
Yeah.
It's like we've been doing a really good job of it in this bundle of making sure all of the characters look like they come from the same place, like they have the same there's the same kind of artistic style going through everything, right? Once in a while we do a mishmash. Once in a while we do a kind of a fruit salad of things. We do a lot of different, a couple of different looks, but it's usually intentional. It's people that come from different backgrounds. But yeah, and Leo is absolutely amazing, and we have a bust of him here. The shield is just absolutely great, and I don't think the shields get enough love in D&D, especially 5e. If you look at characters like let me just move things around here. Yeah, we have so much terrain here. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Let's just put Leo there, and then we can show the shield here. Just so much cool detail, and he does have the scars on his chest that are like the claw marks. So he probably defeated a lion in the gladiatorial games. Maybe the lion from this bundle, maybe another lion, maybe a catfolk like the one Márcia is painting. It's hard to tell, right? But he has the leonine motif, and yeah, just just an absolutely great sculpt. Yeah.
One important thing to say is that, as Thiago was saying, we have like 3 different artists working only for the concept art part of this bundle, and we are increasing our team even more. So at Loot, as the company grows, as we got more support from our community, we always push ourselves even further. So we are increasing our team for making better videos. You can see the live streams are getting better, and of course our minis will get better. You can feel that if you compare this year with the past year, you can feel that we increased not only the quality but the numbers of our minis, and we are increasing our team even more, so you can expect even better minis.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a challenge when you have so many people working together to make everything fit together. Each artist has a different style, so it's a very important job to keep every artist going in the same direction.
Yeah, and that's part of what takes so much of Alvaro's time. Like we're always, it's kind of hard even here at Loot to get a meeting with him. He's always running somewhere and going to another meeting, and he's giving feedback to the artists and trying to get everything to make sense in the bundle, and just trying to get the best possible result. One of the things that we actually caught him doing, and it was like, oh, is Alvaro? I came by his table and I saw that he was sculpting, and I was like, oh, what is Alvaro sculpting? And we saw that someone had asked because someone had asked when we released the concept art for stands for the arena. He was like, oh yeah, we can do something. We're not gonna do like the huge Colosseum stands, which would be a challenge even to print, right, and to play with.
When I imagined this Colosseum, this arena, I had in mind that it has to be functional for players.
Yeah.
So if the walls were really high, really tall, we couldn't see the miniatures inside. So I decided to make it simple and with shorter walls. But our community asked, oh, we need stands for placing like the crowd, and like a few days ago I was really busy, but I found some time to sculpt these wood stands, and I had in mind that they were like made by the population, by the society living around the arena. So they are not as refined as well built as the arena. They are made out of wood only, but they worked really well. They don't fit together like the arena does, but you can place as many as you want around the arena, and of course place your minis to watch the gladiators fight some monsters.
Yeah, we have some minis from older bundles here just to populate the arena a little bit, and yeah, it's a really cool. Really cool little addition.
And you can print in the smaller printer, like an kimono.
Yeah, one of the issues we actually have with our larger projects is that some people find them a bit too intimidating to print. They are either too big or too complex to assemble, something like that. So we can't always be doing something like the ship from Ship Ahoy, the Lady Harpy. But something like this, I think, strikes like a great balance of something that can look incredible and is actually not that hard to build. You can print this amazing arena in your like small format 3D printer.
Yeah, this compared to the ship, this is really easy to print. As we don't have the floor, the area that the arena covers is about 40 centimeters. I don't know
Hmm?
how many inches. It's
Yeah,
40.
40 centimeters.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like 12. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Google it.
So-
It's large, but it doesn't have as much volume as the chip. So it's really easy and simple to print.
Yeah. Okay, but we actually have to get back to the models. We're
Yeah.
gonna have a bit of time to talk about the actual arena a little bit later. So let's move on to the next model, and this one is a chunky boy. It is the Faceless Abomination, and if we could show the, I'm gonna put this one here, kind of in front, and yeah. The Faceless Abomination is it's a loot original, as we do them once in a while. There are of course there's always like some things that are kind of similar. There are always like people have done every kind of undead creature that you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
This is kind of our take on like a bit of a grafted undead creature. Someone actually said that it reminded them of some Elden Ring stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say
especially
that.
yeah, especially the first areas, right?
Yeah, it was probably a huge influence as I was playing Elden Ring when we thought about this bundle, or at least I was looking a lot of reference. And yeah, this is what is loot creation, of course, and I believe those are the favorite characters to for me at least to create. Like when we think from scratch of a new character, it is really fun to do. And this one, the idea was like that this is like an undead, emotionless character. It is made out of different body parts, like a Frankenstein. So you can see a lot of stitches on his belly.
It's the body parts of the fallen champions of the
Yeah.
arena. So it actually has the knowledge of the like the battle prowess and the knowledge of those fallen champions all combined into one.
Yeah, it's a fun fact to say that me as an art director, I'm always focusing on the design, the look of the bundle, but the lore, the character stat blocks and everything is created by other people. Most of them are created by Gribble, our lore master, and this is something that I didn't think about when I was creating this character, about his like absorbing the knowledge of the.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it's really cool to see.
Yes.
And yeah, the idea of him being emotionless, I think the main item that make this happen is the helmet. Elden Ring has a lot of it, like those iron masks with no emotion, like it's a human face on a big monster, and it looks really cool and creepy at the same time. In this character, this is why I called him Faceless Abomination. You have no idea what's behind his mask.
Yes. And yeah, let's look at how it translated into the sculpt now. And this sculpt is by a new addition to the team, right? Luis Silveira.
Yeah, it was the first scoop that he did for Loot Studios, and he did an amazing job. I'm really happy with it.
Yes, and we do have like the 32mm version right here, but it's already like intimidating enough if you put just get me 32. Yes.
This is a big one also.
Yeah, this is a big one also. But even a Goliath, like when compared to this guy, like the size comparison, it's quite an intimidating creature. But if you ask me, in my game, I would run it like this. Like use the 75. Matt Mercer did it in Critical Role Campaign 2 for his arena, right? He used a huge giant that was basically 75mm huge giant, and it worked perfectly. fighting big and dangerous and disgusting monsters like this. Like if you, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, but once it comes around the back here, I'm gonna stop this real quick. You can actually see the spine coming out of the back. It's really gross, really disgusting. Like all this like tumorous growths. Did I break it? Oh, I didn't break it. I haven't broken anything today yet. And yeah, this is just such a cool and intimidating, and like once in a while your players need to be able to hit and kill something without remorse. This is the guy to do it on. He doesn't have any emotions. Like if he had any, he would probably ask to die because yes. Very miserable existence, and a very cool sculpt by Luis. And yeah, let's move on to the next one now. This is the boss of the bundle, but there's still like so much cool stuff here, and there's a couple of intimidating creatures for us to get to. Let me put this here where our little helpers can reach for it. And let's move on to the Imperator. That's the title we decided to go with this time. And you guys may have noticed him already he was in the arena here on the back, the 32mm. We need an Imperator. He can work as your master of ceremonies. Like the pose that he's striking is really is just so iconic. This one I think can work as an NPC for your campaign, but painters are also gonna have a lot of fun with this one. If you want to do like something maybe a little bit more historically accurate, maybe something like Julius Caesar or Nero or whatever, right? It can work as any Roman emperor you want to. We decided to go with the title of Imperator. And actually, can we move on to the sculpt now? The sculpt here was done by Victor de Paula. And Imperator Tiberious turned out like really great. I think Victor really captured the essence of the concept in this one. And there's a cool story about this one. This is one of those means like we take months preparing a bundle and we put all this love and effort into it, and then when we're about to reveal it and show it to you guys, we realize we need to name the damn miniatures. And this one we decided on a name like 5 minutes before we actually posted the concept art.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a rush. Oh god, what do we call it? And then we came up with a bunch of names, and then we went to check, and the names we came up with were of like this like terrible dictatorial emperors, and we're like, maybe we shouldn't go with that one. And we were looking for one that was kind of cool, and we settled on Tiberious, and we settled on the title of Imperator instead of just Emperor, because Imperator sounds cool.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue well. And again, all the little tiny details there, that there's a snake motif to him, and if you check out and let me just bring out the throne here and put it right here. There's a snake motif to the throne as well, so those pieces go very well together. And yeah, just an absolutely cool cool NPC, and a cool piece for a diorama if you want to make one.
Yeah, and if you check up here on the arena, you can fit both the throne here. Let me show you here. And the character itself here, just watching the fight. And deciding who will live or who will die.
And deciding the fate of the characters. We actually kind of decided to keep the thumbs up, thumbs down thing as like into moment of decision, because either way we went, people were gonna complain about it. There's a lot of discussion about so there's a lot of discussion about like what meant you're gonna live and what meant you're gonna die. So it's just not. We just didn't want to mess with it, and we think the thumb to the side movement is kind of an iconic pose, and everyone kind of knows what this is going to be, right?
Yeah, and this remembers me to say, leave the thumbs up, please, on the video.
Yes,
help
yes,
to help us.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's move on to the next one. And yeah, we need to start moving on a little bit faster here. Okay, so the next one is the Were Rhino. Let me just move things up here. This guy goes here. And yeah, it's the Were Rhino goes here. And the Were Rhino, people have been asking for more Were creatures a lot. We have heard you. I don't think we're gonna do like a full furry bundle anytime soon.
Yeah.
But we try to drop Were creatures whenever we can, whenever we think it's gonna make sense. And I think rhinos being exotic creatures that could have been captured and taken into the arena, and this Were Rhino in particular, which is again a very, very big, intimidating challenge for a gladiator. It's a great way to bring a Were character. We have a couple different Were characters in past models. I think we have a Were Boar,
Rat.
a Were Rat. We have a couple of them like
Yeah.
spread out. We have basically a werewolf and a Were Bear in Journey to Valhalla.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of them spread out, and yeah, eventually we're gonna get to all of them, but there's a lot of Were creatures to get to. And yeah, let's move on to the actual sculpt here. And this sculpt was done by Rafael Salesi. And yeah, just you can actually see like I don't know if the camera is gonna be able to capture that as well, but you can actually see like the little wrinkles on the skin here. It's not just the thick hide, but the skin has all of those wrinkles and cracks that you can see in an actual rhino skin, and the way the muscles and the fat and the skin folds, like the little fold on the back here, is just amazing work. This character doesn't look like that complicated. I would say there are not that many different elements to it, but it is still there's still a degree of complexity to it, and
Yeah.
to make it look right and to make it look good. And even if you just do a simple coat of paint on it, it's a rhino, right? It's supposed to look gray. Maybe you could just paint the little, his, what do we call it, trousers, his underwear, his I forgot the actual name for it, but whatever. If you just paint that brown, I think you're actually gonna have a pretty good Were Rhino mini. And yeah, just an amazing sculpt again.
Yeah, and rhinos actually look like some species, of course. They look like they wear an armor. Like
Yes.
they have plates on him. So this one, it's a really strong and how do you say, has a high defense character naturally. So you have a lot of plates, like you can feel how thick and strong the skin of this character is. And to make it look a little different from the rhino from the Spider-Man comics, of course he's doesn't have a human face, but we decided to put some clothes on him, so it doesn't look like he's naked. Like he has this some cloth and a skull here on the
Yes, and yeah, I always like it when in this type of character the artist actually puts in the butt crack. You know,
Yeah.
it's always a detail that brings the reality of it to the next level. Yes, it is the loin. It is the loincloth. That piece of clothing.
Oh yeah.
The loincloth. People have been correcting me here on chat. Hubby Bubby. The rules we use are for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We can definitely do a video on like Dungeons and Dragons for beginning or something, and we can explain how to play with the miniatures. I think that's a great idea for like an entry level video or something. The people from our marketing team are actually here on the room with me right now. So yeah, that idea has been jotted down. Okay, so next up we have the Bear Gladiator. So let's move on to the concept art here. Yes, let's put this here. Yeah, and bugbears we haven't done. We actually, when was the last time we did a goblinoid?
For the toll collectors, there was
For
like
toll collectors, yeah, it was the
grenade, like
the grenadier.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the last time we did a goblinoid, and that was in September of last year, something like that, or August, something like that.
Remember.
It's been a while since we did a goblinoid. So a goblinoid was due, and a goblinoid we are delivering. This is a bugbear. It is we can actually transition to the actual mini now. Let's zoom in on it. And Sculpt for the bugbear was done by Danilo Chagas. So this one is a little bit different, but still the same style of the bugbear we did in our first bundle, Goblin Trouble, right? I think our art style has I'm gonna say evolved a little bit. It's become more refined, let's say. So it's not gonna look exactly the same, but we try to keep the spirit of it. And you know, bugbears are bugbears. Are the big scary cousins to goblins and hobgoblins. They don't even look alike that much, but they are the kind of the bruisers for the goblinoid hosts. This one is wielding a morning star. I think that's the name of the weapon. The one from the first bundle is wielding I think it's a mace.
Yeah, I actually don't know the difference between this. It's the same weapon without the chains.
Yes. So there's a mace.
It's a morning star, right?
Yeah,
the first one.
Okay, so this one is a morning star, or a flail. Maybe.
Yeah. For me, it's
or a flail,
yeah.
or you can. I think you can call that style of mace, which is a ball with a bunch of spikes, a morning star as well. It could work as that.
And actually, I discovered recently that this weapon is probably like fantasy.
It's probably fantasy. Like there is as a lot of stuff like sites and stuff like that. There's a piece of agricultural instruments. It's like a thresher. You pick up the rice and then you beat up the rice grains out of the stalks using a thresher that looks something like this.
Oh, okay.
This is the kind of weapon that like a peasant takes into battle.
Yeah.
Right? It's like they pick whatever they have and they take it into battle, and once they kill the other guy, they will pick up a better weapon, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing about this weapon and sights and like fantasy weapons, right? They look damn cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and I think it's all about the look. And I think we don't have to get too much into the detail about this, but yeah, it's a good look for a bugbear.
Yeah,
and
say. As you were saying, in our first bundle we had a bugbear, and now that we decided to make a new one, I tried to make it very clear that we had to respect like both bugbears together. Yeah, it should work well, but we can't limit ourselves by the first sculpts that we did.
Yes.
Back then, we have like only 4 3D artists working for the bundle, and now we have much more. So we are trying to always, when we sculpt a character that we already did one before, we try to take it to the next level. And this is actually something interesting that I'm interested to know about our community, is how they see loot making an upgrade, like reviving some bundles that we already did. Like we started with goblins, then we did undead. The next one were vampires, right? Or the mad mage.
It was the Mad Mage.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one was Mad Mage's
And
experiment.
we did some amazing sculptures back then, but we always have the opportunity to make a better version of them.
Yeah.
Now that we have a much bigger team.
Yeah, and I think there's still room and space to explore in those teams, right? We don't need to do the same thing. We
Yeah.
could explore like slightly different avenues, but even kind of bringing back some of the
Yeah,
old stuff might be nice.
I'm curious to know if you could write on the chat if Loot could do a second version, a better version of a past bundle. What bundle do you guys would like to see? I'm curious to know this.
Yeah. I think we're a bit late on chat, so we can check the answers
Yeah.
a little bit later. So yeah, let's move on to the next mini, and it's actually the one that Márcia is painting right now. But we do have an unpaint. Oh, Márcia is painting the bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have the 75 and the 32 millimeter here with us. So yeah, it's the Catfolk Gladiator. It is as soon as I saw the concept, I knew this one was gonna be popular. A couple of the minis were never really sure, right, if they're gonna be popular or no. A couple of the popularity of some of them ends up surprising us. But this one, like, I knew right away. People have been asking for more Catfolk and more. This one, it's particularly, it's a little bit more in line with, it's less of a tabaxi and more of a leonim, which is a race from Theros, right? The Greek team, the Greek mythology themed set for both Magic the Gathering and D&D. And we actually, the last time we did one of these, oh yeah, he's actually in the audience right now. This one is from, let's transition into the actual minutes there. Okay, so this one is the Catfolk Gladiator in the amazing sculpt by Davidson Brito. Oh, no, Rafael Sui.
Yeah.
Rafael Sui, sorry about that. Davidson Brito did the next one. So Rafael Sui did this Catfolk Gladiator, which people have been asking for a while. The last one we did was in our Greek themed set, which was actually, it was over a year ago now, right?
Yeah.
Or around a year ago? Was it exactly one a year ago? Yes, we did it. Oh, this wasn't planned at all.
Yeah, no.
This wasn't planned at all. We did a Roman set like exactly 1 year after the Greek mythology set, and this was the last Leonin we did, which is a sorcerer, not a fighter, not a gladiator. And yeah, it's from the Ghostly Odyssey bundle, which is actually available right now for a discounted price for any subscribers. We have a lot of minis here from that bundle. We have the Hydra, the Minotaur, we have the Medusa, we have Centaur, like a lot of classic mythology Greek mythology creatures that could work very, very well in an arena of this style. We do have a couple of classic mythological creatures from Greek Roman mythology in this bundle as well, and they kind of complement each other like perfectly and beautifully, in my opinion. So yeah, this has been people have been asking for this one for a while. The bust, I think, turned out quite great as well for this one. The kind of it has a very dynamic pose and a very and the flowing hair, the flowing mane, right? The kind of tail that is whipping around to give him balance.
Yeah, this is something that I try as an. Before we created Loot, I used it to work for companies sculpting big statues, and something that I try to bring from this industry to the minis is to make the base work as part of the character. So a lot of bases that Loot create, they tell a story, and in this case you can see like this rock, you can see the marks of his claws on the rock. The pose is very dynamic, so it looks amazing. Yeah, at Lud we are always trying to sculpt like really premium figures. They are miniatures, but if you can print them as a big statue, they will look amazing. We don't limit ourselves to put like less details just because of the scale of the mini.
Yeah, let me just. I was checking out chat here, and yeah, a lot of people would like us to remake our first couple of bundles: Goblin Trouble,
Yeah.
Mad Mage's Experiment, Vampires in Panshaw, which was kind of in line with what we were expecting, right?
Yeah.
I think they're the older bundles. We added a lot to the offer since then.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been upgrading to
Yeah, back then when we like this stand would be a huge terrain piece for us. Like we did like chest and really small things. Now we are doing pirate ships, full arenas, and some people I already saw some complaints about this, like, oh, Loot is not focusing on minis anymore. They are doing only big projects and everything. But since the beginning, we never removed some value from our bundles. We are always adding more stuff and more. So yes, we did a big arena, but I assure you that the minis from this bundle are much better than the first ones that we did, and we are always improving. So if you like something like big pieces, you have big pieces. If you like minis, don't worry. Loot will keep making amazing minis. We are always making our product bigger and bigger and better.
Okay, so let's move on to the next mini. It's another gladiator. And I think it's on your side there, Alvaro. It's the Ritualist Gladiator, which is the trident and fishnet one. And did I skip one? Yeah, we're gonna go back to the. Okay, I skipped one. We're gonna go back to it.
Yeah.
It's the Mantis Man that I skipped, which I can't because some people are really into the Mantis folk. Okay, so this is the Retiarius. It's based on an actual type of gladiator that existed. Like a trident and a fishing net is not the most efficient combo of weapons that you can use in a fight, right? It's that thing, like it's a trident, it's a spear with 3 points, so you're just distributing the force in 3 points, so it's harder to pierce things, a little bit easier to hit, maybe, I don't know.
But you can make like stuck things, like stop a sword with a trident. And not a spear.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like, if it's a trident is not the best weapon. A net is kind of unwieldy to use, but it's almost like those gladiators were playing characters. Like I said, it was a little bit of a WWE kind of thing. It was like they were fighting, but they were athletes. They were playing characters. They were there to entertain. and it was
I-
kind of a part of the challenge.
I heard
as
they
well.
even filled the arena with water
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have
they could-
holes, like
They could
yeah.
do it. They could fill
It's
the
really
Colosseum
impressive.
with water. They could kind of flood it and have actual ship battles there,
Yeah.
or at least simulate them. And yeah, let's move on to the actual sculpt. And this one is by Victor de Paula. And just a really good translation from the concept to the actual mini itself again. I'll point out the detail of the kind of leather tassels here from the skirts that are actually separated from the main body,
Yeah.
and that give that like flowy look to the thing, as if the character is moving around. The character. These little details always make the character feel a little bit more alive. Of course, to do the actual net, we kind of try to create the illusion of the net here.
Yeah.
But
It's a challenge to make.
yeah.
We could make the net, but if you were going to print it as a miniature,
Yeah.
it would be really complex, like a lot of supports, really fragile net. So this is, I think we came with a really good solution. It looks amazing. In the 32 millimeters, after you put some wash on it, it looks like a real net.
Yes. Let's look at the 30 millimeters there.
Yeah, one important thing to say is that, of course, Loot is always looking for historical elements, but never limited by it. So yeah, it's a Colosseum, an arena. We have gladiators, but there is a lot of fantasy there. So we are not trying to make. Some
Yeah,
people will complain.
we're not trying to be like
Yeah.
perfectly historically accurate. We're taking inspiration from history.
Yeah.
We're taking all the things that we think are cool about it. We're throwing it into our own D&D world, and we're making it as cool looking as possible. I think
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the Ritualist, and I actually need to go back one now to another mini, and let's move on to another model, which is going to be the Mantis Man Gladiator. And let me just put this one here. And the Mantis Men are based on like there's a particular race and a particular setting that people have been clamoring for. A couple of people have been clamoring for. Unfortunately, it's not. We haven't found a good moment to make maybe a bundle on it yet. It's one of those things where it's Dark Sun, right? And Dark Sun has a very magical post-apocalyptic world to it, almost like magical Mad Max feel to it. If you look at art from Dark Sun, it looks very much like Conan the Barbarian stuff. And there's a lot of very weird things on it, like the Tricrene, which are Mantis people, but it's kind of hard to do a whole bundle on that, right? It's one of those things where most people wouldn't be able to use it. They wouldn't even know what some of the models are. And although we would love to do a lot of the characters from that, it's hard to find a good place to fit it. But the gladiatorial arena felt like a good point to drop at least one of them, right? And make the and give you guys just a little bit of something, kind of fill out what's the kind of wish for, how much do you guys wish for more Tricrene characters. If we can actually transition, yes, there we go, the Mantis Man Gladiator. It's kind of it doesn't look exactly like a Tricrene, right? We of course is an inspiration, but we kind of did our own thing with this one as well. We went with a more it looks more like a mantis than the actual Tricrene, right?
Yeah.
It's like the the head shape, which I think is actually cooler. And let's see here. Yeah, and I think it's a very cool mini. And before I forget, this one was the one sculpted by Dave Sombrito. And yeah, and anything to say about this one, Alvaro?
Yeah, this one, a big challenge for sculpting insects is that they have really thin parts. So a challenge for this one was to make it not as fragile as they look. So especially for the 32 millimeters version, we had to enlarge something.
Yes.
Yeah, make some parts thicker so they don't break so easily. But yeah, it looks amazing.
Yes. Okay. And yeah, we're just adjusting a couple of things here while we prepare to move on to the next area. And this one is another big one. Let me put this here. And the next one is another big one. It is the Cyclops. And it is a gnarly looking Cyclops, if I could say so myself. It is not just any old Cyclops. Those of you who have been with us for a while, 6 months, right? The 6 month loyalty reward for the first one is a Cyclops, a big Cyclops. It's Cooksock, the blind Cyclops, which is kind of a zero-eye Cyclops, which is kind of sad, but he's also like a very, very murderous and cannibal Cyclops, so we shouldn't feel too bad about him. This one is a little bit different. He has a little bit of a demonic look to him, right?
Yeah.
He's a little bit different. Was that inspiration from, was that just the artist? And let me check who did this one. Yeah, this concept was by Beto Lima. Was that just Beto's idea, or was it?
We didn't have like a demon in mind. We're just trying to make a cool, badass Cyclops that looks different from our original one.
Yes.
So with the horns, the tusks, it looks.
Yeah, and I think it actually reminds me a little bit. It's almost like if it was like part Cyclops, part Minotaur, which I think could fit very well in here.
Yeah.
We're actually someone actually went to get the.
No. It's really heavy. This one you can't place it here. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is Cooksock, the blind Cyclops. It's our 6 month loyalty reward for the fantasy subscription. If you've had the fantasy subscription for 6 months, you get this one, plus you get Leanda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leanda is the new one, the elf queen. So yeah, it's a really, really cool model, and he's like eating the head right off of someone.
Yeah, some people complain that all the 2 Cyclops that we did so far, both of them have like.
They are dismembering someone.
Yeah, one is eating someone's head, and the other one is
tearing off
the arm. So don't worry. The next time we do a Cyclops, we'll do without any human.
Yeah, maybe we should do a nice Cyclops, because so far we've been doing like intimidating boss level Cyclopses. Like maybe the next Cyclops should be nice. Maybe we should make it a kind of a player character.
Or petting a cat or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Yeah,
We'll do a nice Cyclops.
Writing that down. Cyclops, bats, cat.
Yeah.
Cyclops, bats, Catfolk. Okay, that is down on the list now for character ideas. So yeah, a really cool sculpt, and this one is by Pedro Young.
A cool fact about Cyclops is that they imagined it when they saw schools of elephants, right?
Yeah, skulls of elephants and mammoths, actually.
Yeah,
mammoth skulls in Europe, because the trunk hole actually has a... So when you look at a mammoth or an elephant skull, the place where the trunk goes has a big hole in it right in the middle. So people looked at it and they were like, "Oh, that's gotta be the skull of some one-eyed giant monster."
Yeah.
Right,
No,
and it actually, now that I look at this one, Beto may have been thinking about this because it actually has tusks,
Yeah.
like an elephant.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool detail. And Beto actually did, like, this one also has a skin that looks a little bit like that is all leathery, and it looks a little bit like elephant skin.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's
And
that's
he also
really
has
cool.
the fishing net, but as an like
Yeah, as a piece of clothing,
Yeah.
right? Just to hold down the skulls and the heads of the enemies. Yeah, this one is really
It could be
really
a cool
gnarly.
diorama. The other gladiator fighting this one, like this was his father's fishing net, or maybe trying to revenge.
Yes, and again the little butt crack here, nice details.
Yeah.
And I think we transitioned like right in time to show it.
Yeah.
That's some good timing there.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so next up, let's move on because we still have some cool stuff to show. Next up, we have the Lesser Merilith, and that one is, where is that one?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Here.
Alvaro has it. So the Lesser Merilith, there is a character, and I don't actually remember now. I believe it's a demon and not a devil. The Merilith. The Merilith is 6-armed. We decided to do a 4-armed one. We kind of went easy on it for our own sake. Doing more arms would create a larger degree of complexity that wouldn't necessarily make the model look any better. And yeah, I think it looks just good enough with the 4 arms, people. And you know, it's you're not gonna find a 4-armed Merilith in a lot of places beside here.
Yeah.
It's one of the, being a demon, it's a little bit more, let's say, a little bit more sexualized. Is one of the weapons they use. You know, you can see the belly button, and she's technically naked from the waist down.
Yeah.
If you're going from the, okay, there are furries, and then there are, if you like, the people who like dragons and snakes are like the scalies, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
yeah.
yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's the proper term.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the medically accepted term for it. Oh yeah, so let's transition into the actual model, and this one is a sculpt by Samuel Salles. And yeah, just a lot of detail, and there's like with just 4 arms, there's enough complexity and a lot of cool stuff in this mini. There are the swords that she's holding. There's metal, there's wood, there's leather, there's the human skin and hair, but there's also the scales, and there's the cloth, and like there's a lot of different materials for artists to work with there. It's gonna be great for it's a great character to throw into your game, but it is also a great character to have as a to paint. I love how the like the tail kind of coils,
Yeah.
and it supports kind of the whole mini and makes the character taller and intimidating. I'm just gonna drop a regular 32mm on the side. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, so it's like the tail actually makes the Merilith quite taller and larger and more intimidating than a regular than it would be if it was just, you know, a humanoid body, and it's so cool. And you know, she's got melee and range, and I actually don't remember. It's been a while since I checked the monster manual for the Merilith, so I don't remember her abilities. I know we did the set block as well, but I haven't checked that. But yeah, they are nasty, and yeah, people are saying it could work as a some sort of Naga Ranger or some sort of UNT, the snake people. There's a lot of like snake and lizard people in D&D. It's quite weird. Maybe Gary Gygax was a scaly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't have a name for it back then.
Big Kitty remembers the name of the hero that you just placed there, Harold.
Yes, it is Harold.
Yeah.
It is Harold. It's Harold the Townsguard. The guy that became an adventurer by happenstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember like only 5 names at once, so I forgot the names of all
Yeah,
heroes.
and one of those names is of his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is very important.
Yeah, so he's got to keep that one in. Yeah, people are just. I'm just checking chat here, and people are giving us more suggestions. We're probably going to check a couple of those out in the end. But let's move on to the next piece, and this one it's a big one, in the sense that it was a lot of people have been really excited for it ever since we released the concept art. If you could help me out here, Alvaro, just as I set things up here. So yeah, the Manticore. The Manticore is one of those classic D&D monsters. It's really useful to throw at your party at like the end of first year, right, when they are becoming this is the thing, your adventurer skill to become renowned in the region at least, and it can actually be really scary to fight. You do not want to go fight one of these like unprepared or without a plan. I think there's a little bit of a cheat that DMs can use to make it a little bit less threatening. You make it you actually make the characters fight it in its lair. It doesn't have any lair actions, but its lair is usually a cave or something. So the fact that it can fly and it has a ranged attack is not as intimidating, and it's not as dangerous. But this is a scary one. The another thing that you can do with the Manticore is if you have an evil aligned paladin or something, this could be a mount for it. Maybe a find greater steed, or maybe you just make a deal with the Manticore to spread mayhem. And let's move on now to the Sculpt. And this one was by Victor Prado, another Victor in our team. So yeah, I think this one is so cool. So the Manticore has a lot of different elements here. It has like I don't quite remember the. So let's see, because there's the Chimera and then there's the Manticore. The Chimera, was it in the
Mad Mage's experiment?
Was the Mad Mage's experiment? It wasn't Ghostly Odyssey, I think. It was Mad Mage's experiment. And this is the Manticore, which has a scorpion tail and the goat horns and the lion body and the dragon wings, right? Very scary to fight, especially at lower levels. It becomes a less of a challenge at higher levels as characters learn to like fly and gain a bunch of ranged attacks, especially magical attacks. Just really cool stuff.
And actually in D&D, I believe they are described having human
features, yes.
But yeah, at Root we are always trying to make our own style. So a lot of times we change a little the things, the descriptions of the.
We did Lamia as well.
We did Lamia,
yeah.
as part of as part of Ghostly Odyssey as well.
But yeah, for this one, I believe the lion face looks much cooler. Like it looks awesome.
Yes, and it looks and it works very well for if you're doing a diorama as well, because even if you do the like 75, and let me see if I can set this up here. Can we have, where are all of the, something like this, you know, like I don't know if we're gonna be able to capture this on camera. If you set up a diorama of like the big 75 millimeter Manticore versus the small 32 millimeter character, this looks so cool. With a human face, it would look kind of weird,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, but this is absolutely a cool, a gorgeous model, and people were right. Like right from the get-go, from the concept art, people have been so excited for this one, and I think Victor really delivered on the actual sculpt here. Let me put this here. Yes, it is going. And let me see if.
Maybe some of you are wondering how we did this spinning base. It was actually Lucas, I believe he used a microwave engine.
Microwaves.
Yeah.
The little engine from a microwave
Yeah,
oven.
it was really cool, right?
Okay, and so a couple of people are saying in chat, let's see here. Yeah, the end is saying in chat, easily worth $15 just for this model, honestly. And it is something we try to do.
Yeah,
right?
I have in mind that each model Loot give to you guys, it's worth much more than $15. So
yeah, like
yeah,
all the work and all the love and effort that goes into this minis, we're always trying to make sure that everyone's gonna get everyone's gonna get a lot of bang for their buck, right? They're gonna get their money's worth and then some and then some.
Even if you don't care about the arena, the sword that we are going to show you
in a second, yeah.
If you just whoa, I love this miniature. Okay, it worth more than you are paying, in my opinion. So this is what we try to do at Loot.
Yes. So yeah,
it's an amazing sculpture.
Yeah, we always try to make sure it was one of our I'm gonna say core values that we're gonna deliver to you a lot of worth in every bundle. So yeah. Yeah, people are saying Big Kitty 907 saying the human face for the Manticore usually looks derpy. So yeah, it's like, I think it's like a cool concept in your mind, but once you actually get to the sculpt, it's hard to pull off. If you're not doing a more realistic style like us, I think it's almost impossible to pull off something that looks actually scary. And if you're doing realistic style, the lion face I think looks better. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. There's only a couple more characters here that we gotta show before we move on to the objects. And as part of the objects, we have a great prop here for you guys. And yeah. And the next one that we have is the giant monster centipede. Actually, did it do a giant centipede at some point? I have that in my head.
Yeah, this one actually has a cool background. I don't know if you guys remember, we released it on our Swamp bundle, giant frog, a giant toad, right?
Yes.
And this giant frog was actually sculpted for our sci-fi subscription. It was supposed to be in our first release of this year. That was the Wasteland,
Nuclear Wasteland.
Nuclear Wasteland. So the frog's supposed to be there, and this miniature also. So just so you guys understand what happened, is that when we first released our sci-fi subscription, we actually had some bundles already sculpted, and after some feedback from you guys, after releasing a few bundles, we find out that you guys wanted more technology, more.
I think the main thing that I got from the feedback, because we had 3 bundles done already when we released the sci-fi subscription, and then as the releases went on, we realized that people wanted something different.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of pivot our plans.
Yeah.
And I think Alvaro and a couple of other team members just came to loot on like a Sunday or something. And they just sat down and like redid a whole bundle, and they fused 2 bundles, and a couple of minis kind of went. We had to kind of put a couple of minis away and find more appropriate bundles for them.
Yeah, we didn't delete them, but they are like they're waiting for the perfect moment.
Yeah, so and I think the giant frog and now the monstrous centipede.
Yeah,
it's a good fit for the bundle.
It fit well with the arena, the sand environment. But of course we changed the base. So the character is almost the same. We changed just a few details on its face, and we added some pillars on the base to feel it's on the arena. And for me, it looks perfect there.
Yes. Ooh, Hobson Barras is saying the Manticore was sculpted by Douglas Martins and not Victor Prado.
Yeah, I was confused in my mind. Like,
we gotta get the naming right into system.
Yeah.
Because we pulled the list from the system. Maybe it changed at some point. Oh no, I said it wrong. The Manticore was sculpted by Douglas Martins, and the monstrous centipede was sculpted by Victor Prado.
Yeah,
it was my
Victor
mistake.
Is like the sculptor from the sci-fi subscription, so I was like, whoa. Yeah, but now it makes sense.
So the monstrous centipede was Victor Prado, and the Manticore was Douglas Martins. Sorry, Douglas. Sorry, Victor, for getting that messed up. It's just they're very close to each other on the list. It was a bit of a Miss Universe moment. I did a little bit of a faux pas with the list. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think fighting insects in D&D, giant insects, is always nasty and is always scary, and it's a great addition to this bundle. Okay, so
maybe not as scary for Australian people. Like I saw some videos on YouTube like they have huge centipedes.
Yeah, just another day in the Outbacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we're gonna have the last character sculpt for the bundle, and it's something that we always like to do. Whenever we have the opportunity, we do it, which is an animal. So we decided to go with the lion. Right, there's the lion theme for one of our heroes, for Leo, and lions and tigers and like big cats, big exotic creatures were used in the Colosseum and stuff like that. So it was just a great opportunity to do a lion, and this one was sculpted by Michel Rodrigues.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, this one was sculpted by Michel Rodrigues. We can actually transition to the actual model now, please. Yes, and there we go. The lion sculpted by Michel Rodrigues. It's a big lion. You do not want to be fighting this. It is actually like large sized. Lions are really big. They are the second largest cat on Earth. The largest one is like
the liger.
The Bengal Tigers. Yeah, like
the liger.
Like
yeah,
not natural ones, right? I think there are like ligers, and there's what's the other one? The opposite one, the Tigon, which is because those mixed things like they get the first part of the name from the male parent. So it's a liger, it's a male lion and a female tiger, and a Tigon, it's a male tiger and a female lion. And they look a little bit different, but they always look weird. They always look weird, and they always look a bit fat. I think the majestic lion is a much better it's a much better way to go. And yeah, it's always good to have an animal right in a bundle. You guys have been asking us for more and more and more because they are useful for polymorph, for beast shape, for the druid. They are useful for so much stuff. And yeah, here you go, a great lion to add to your animal collection. Whew. Okay, and yeah, I think this is all for characters for this bundle, but we still have a couple of things to show off. So let's remove the lion here, and let's just talk a little bit about the kind of every. It did not hit the floor. It is not broken. Okay, it is not broken.
Spoilers.
Spoilers in a little bit. I'm gonna hold this in a death grip now. Okay, so we have like a bunch of stuff. Of course, we have the Crimson Sand Arena, our literal Colosseum here. It was designed to be printed in a smaller format, 3D printer, right? And even so, it's not too many parts.
No, yeah.
How many parts is it?
No, you got me. Like some pieces we decided to make separate just to make it more versatile. Like the tip of the pillars, you can choose between like a regular one and this one with a nice torch. Like
it's a brazier.
Brazier, yeah, yes. With 4 dog heads. Like,
how do you not know that, man? It's like it's what named our country.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's because of Pau Brazil is read like braziers. Yeah,
really?
It's a Brazil from Brasas.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yes. The more you know.
And a lot of pieces, like they are really small. You can print a bunch of them in one print only. Like those small pillars here at the top also. So there are a lot of pieces, but most of them you can print like you one print only. So it's much. If you could print the pirate ship, the Lady Harpy, this Colosseum will be really easy.
Yeah, and I think we have like the parts here. Can we get that?
Yeah. This is the.
So we kind of have to. Let's see here. Let's see if we can show everything. So we have this section that has the shields, right, with the banner hanging. A section that doesn't have that.
So you can have more variety.
Yeah,
like
we have this small gate section, the big gate section.
It opens. Like,
yes. Yeah. It opens, it closes. We have the big gate section with the let's see, with the gate here. Yes. With the cubiculum. I think so, yeah. I think the seat for the emperor is called the cubiculum in the Colosseum, something like that. I did minimal research for this, folks. So yeah, it's a couple of different parts that you can kind of fit together. It's not too many, and you can fit for most of these. You can do multiples in a single print bed. So it's a much more manageable project than the Lady Harpy ship.
With much less support. Like,
yeah, much less support.
We are actually working on 2 upgrades for this arena. The first one is some people asked for straight walls, so we can place them on the sides and make the Colosseum like
oblong, like the Colosseum, like kind of.
So you can make it like modular, like print as many as straight walls as you want and make it larger. So this wall will happen. And the other thing that we are always trying to do is make a FDM version for the Colosseum. Most pieces won't change, but some parts that we had to split in many parts to fit a resin printer, for FDM we don't need to those cuts. So we are going to make a version with less pieces to make life easier for FDM users.
And yeah, so this is the Colosseum, and it comes with a lot of really really nice objects. I don't even think we need to show the concept art. I think we should like just go straight into the objects here. They really really complement the show as it were. Let's put a couple of them on the center stage here.
Some of them are painted already, some are not, but yeah, you can.
Yeah, we're just gonna bring them forward here, and yeah, we have where's the disarmed spike bit?
You can place it on top of the lion, maybe.
Yes, where's the lion? Here's the lion, and it goes on top. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, a lot of really really cool objects that complement the Colosseum. We have training dummies. Again, I'm dropping shit here. I'm just gonna let it go. We have training dummies and weapon and armor racks. We have a couple of banners. There's we need to have the chest. We have a couple of different styles of pillars or columns. There's the spiked one, which is probably used for training. There's the regular one, and of course there's a couple of broken ones. For those of you who would like to do dioramas, these ones are gonna be great. There's the spiked trap, and there's a spiked trap somewhere that is disarmed, which I don't know where it went. Oh, okay. Yes. And so it's a lot of stuff. There's the cage here, which you can actually put over a couple of minis. It fits like a large mini and maybe an extra medium one. It's a lot of really really cool stuff that complements the bundle. I have to, before we forget to give credit where credit's due, the arena itself was sculpted by Wende Ferreira, but the other objects were sculpted by Will Andrade.
Most of them.
I
believe some of the smaller objects were also by Wende, like the chest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but credit where credit's due. They did an amazing job, and yeah, I think this is an amazing bundle.
And there are also the stand.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let me just we kind of already showcased the stand, which was sculpted by Alvaro. It was a kind of a last minute edition. It was kind of a last minute edition, and it it's just what you need to make to complete this scene, and to not be to get in the way of the game. As Alvaro was saying, if we did the large like Colosseum style stands, we would have to have an altar wall, a giant altar wall, plus the stand. This would be like a gigantic project that would take so much resin. No one would want to actually print it. It would be difficult to play in it, right? The proportions would be an issue as well. So
it's like the first arena that the Gladiator in the movie.
Yeah, the
first arena is more like this, like wood and. Yeah.
Yes. It's this is not necessarily like the arena of the capital. It's the arena of like one of the other cities.
Yeah.
Right. It's but it still can I think can make take your game to the next level if you show up with like this particular scenery in your game. This is gonna be so awesome for your players. And yeah, should we end it now? Should we what should we? Can we just end it now and I can go home?
No.
Okay. In a Sculpt by Wender Ferreira, right?
Yeah.
We have the sword that is actually being wielded by one of the heroes of the bundle, Leo of Colossus here. And this is an amazing piece. Alvaro, if you would do the honors. Yes, so we did both the blade of this Gladius sword and the scabbard, and this thing is huge. This is actually sword sized. Maybe even a little bit on the long side. It's so cool. We are going to have a video coming out on the assembly of it and like a couple of assembly tips.
Yeah, you can.
Yes. and it is actually a really good fit. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about the challenges of because we've started doing props quite recently.
Yeah.
I think our first prop was in December, right? Was it the dagger for the?
Yeah, the dagger.
Was the dagger for Pancha Under Siege, and since then we've did a couple more, and I think we've been growing and learning.
Yeah, we have to
yes,
stop.
this is such a cool piece. I'm gonna hold it like this. Yeah. So what are the challenges of something like this, Alvaro?
Yeah, we wanted to be a very detailed gladius, like you can see. There's some like griffons. How do you say this?
The griffins here.
Griffons, yeah.
Yeah. So they're actually like let's see if we can. I don't know if we're gonna be able to show it on camera here, but there are griffins here, and they actually wrap around on the back side here. I am looking at their tails coming together.
Yeah, we wanted to do a gladius that looks like real, like historical, and not like a game version, like a cosplayer version, maybe. Not cosplayer, but
yeah, but like
like
in Skyrim, because in Skyrim all the swords kind of look like petals. They are like way too wide or way too.
It has realistic proportions and style. But also with a touch of fantasy. And I really wanted it to be strong enough so you can wield it without worrying about breaking the resin. Because as you know, resin, depending on the resin, it's really
brittle.
Yeah. So we had to do, of course, the blade thicker, so it's more, it's stronger. And also, some of you already noticed that inside this gladius, from here to here, you have two small holes going through here, and they're actually for placing like a metal rod.
A metal rod. Do we have a couple of examples of this? I think someone's gonna go get a couple of the examples of the rods we used.
I was like, what could we do to make the blade stronger? And I looked to the ceiling here, to the
yeah, it supports there are a couple of metal rods that supports the structures
air
here,
conditioner and some
the lighting structures here.
And I was I believe this is really easy to find in any country, so I did some measurements and decided to place both of them. And so
there are two kind of chambers here that go through the length of the blade and connect the different parts and the hilt, right?
Yeah.
It goes into the hilt, into the pommel. So yeah, this is actually quite sturdy. I'm not gonna say it's flexible. You probably shouldn't be swinging this around too hard.
So metal rods like
or swinging it around at things.
They are like flexible, but of course, few of them add a lot of strength to the blade. And we Lucas actually that assembled the sword. He poured some resin with those rods inside the sword, so when it cures, it gets really strong. but we recorded the video, so we are releasing it soon, so you can see how we did it. And I'm really excited to see the sword finished, like painted with. You can see some gaps here.
Yeah, some.
Because we still have to feel better and sand it and prime it to add some really cool metallic paint on the blade. Yeah, I'm sure it will look amazing.
I'm gonna just stand here and pose with the blade like this, like a model or something.
Yeah,
This is so cool. And actually, the scabbard. I keep bumping the mic. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. The scabbard actually has enough room for the blade, plus some protection on the inside, so it doesn't.
Yeah, the scabbard, it's like cut in half, so you can assemble both of the halves separate and place like cloth or rubber or any soft material inside to make the blade fit really well without scratching the blade.
Yeah, because if you want to get this painted, you definitely don't want to get it at this scratch. This was actually something that people were, once we released the concept art, someone mentioned this idea on the comments, and I went to tell Alvaro about it, and it was like, don't worry, we already got that covered. We thought about it.
Yeah.
So
as a big fan of fantasy world and movies and games, I'm really into swords and every kind of weapon. So this, when I thought about this sword, I was like, oh, this could be really cool, like in the wall with
I'm literally here like a kid in a toy shop. I'm the one that gets to hold this.
It's a really cool example of some value that we added to the collection here. We didn't
we didn't stop making, we didn't reduce the number of minis, we didn't stop making, we didn't make them any less cool. We just whenever we add something to the subscription, that's what we're doing. We're adding to it.
So don't worry, we are not spending time sculpting big swords without stopping doing miniatures.
Yes. So yeah, this is such a cool blade. Do you guys wanna?
And it's really heavy, guys.
It's really heavy.
Solid.
This actually may be like on the same level as a real sword, as a metal sword.
Yeah.
Because it has to be thicker, and it is made of resin. I don't think the light's catching on it very well, but
the tip can be very dangerous, guys. It's really pointy.
Yeah, be careful. It's actually like really pointy. You may take someone's eye out with this. Let me just check here. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, people are saying the bust that Márcia is painting is looking a little bit like Battle Beast from Invincible. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe Márcia didn't watch this show.
Yeah, I don't think she would like it very much.
Yeah, it's really
it's a bit violent.
But yeah, but there is a
Give sword back.
There is another white lion that's really cool. It's a
Johnny Goldmane. Yeah. White lions look cool. They just look cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is it for this bundle, but we still have a couple more things to talk about today, and then we're going to go into like a quick 10-minute Q&A section. So first things first, let's. We've mentioned it before. The Ghostly Odyssey bundle is available now because we thought that this was such a good. These two bundles go so well together. They combo so well. We decided to give a discount for the Ghostly Odyssey Old bundle. So it's available right now for subscribers only for a 20% discount, right? So yeah, definitely go check that out. You can just go to Old Loots and check that out and it's gonna be there for the discounted price, and it's amazing. It has like such cool minis, like the Hydra. There was a point where the Hydra was the biggest mini we ever did, right?
Yeah.
With the detachable heads. We've done bigger things since then, but this Hydra still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Minotaur as well. We have the Trojan horse here, which I always liked since I got into loot, which actually like the detaches, so you can.
Don't worry, you can download the file called Trojan Horse. It's safe.
Yeah, it is safe. It is not a virus. Not this one anyway. So yeah, it detaches. We have of course the Medusa. We have a couple of teamed heroes, centaurs. We have the this one actually broke the tip of the spear.
We had to move offices, so
yeah,
a couple of pieces didn't.
A couple of pieces didn't make it through the move 100%. But yeah, actually this one is also from it. For those who have been, let me put it up here.
This Hydra is another cool example of using the 75mm as a huge
yes
monster to fight.
Yeah, if you want to do like a budget Tiamat or something, this one is great for it, right? I think it works great for it. Yeah, the heads are actually
Removable.
removable, detachable.
You can remove the heads and place like
and place the stumps, right?
yeah.
The bloody stumps. So yeah, a lot of really cool things in this bundle, and it is available now. And like just combo it, like combo the Minotaur and the Manticore and the Marilith and the Cyclops and the Hydra, and it's make yourself a great adventure. Yeah. So what else do we have to announce today? We do have the name of the next fantasy bundle ready to announce. Do you want to do the honors, Alvaro?
I'm afraid of saying the name wrong. It's not in my 5 names list.
Okay, so the name of the next fantasy bundle is, drum rolls please. The name of the next fantasy bundle is City of Portals. One more time. City of Portals. I'm sure a lot of people will get the reference right away. A couple of people won't. Once we post the name on the website, people are gonna start speculating. But the concept art reveal is not that far away. Don't worry. We're not gonna wait to the middle of the month to reveal the concept art. So yeah, it's coming. The City of Portals. Whew, I almost slipped up there. What else do we have? Loyalty rewards should be coming out soon. I believe they will maybe come out on Monday. They should be released. That's the latest information we have. And yeah, I guess that's... Oh yes, absolutely. We have a video out right now on our YouTube channel, so that you guys can check out. And please spread the word and share it everywhere. It's our video on how to finish your miniatures and how to finish your pieces. A lot of the work we do to make our minis look as great as they do is to properly finish them. So removing the supports and making them look as good as possible. There's a lot of tips and tricks on that video, and like the proper way to do things.
Some people believe that we use like fancy printers, but we
we have like regular consumer grade printers, and we just have our settings dialed up, right, and then we cover all of our bases with our finishing process. We have people here that basically just do that for us and make sure that it's being done right. So yeah. What?
We have videos on the
Yeah, and we also have videos on the settings, and we're gonna keep releasing videos on how to get things right. Most people don't have any issues with our supports. A couple of people do. For those people, we urge you to check out our videos on how to get your printer settings right, because it's we kind of got to eliminate like the user error side of things, and we know that a lot of you actually start your 3D printing journey with us, so maybe you don't have a lot of experience, right? That's why we started the 3D printing tips series, the tutorial series. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing these videos. Definitely check out this last one. It's been highly requested for the last year, maybe. Yeah, and we finally found some time in our schedule to actually script it and film it and edit it, and it's out now. So yeah, definitely check it out. What else? Do we have anything else to announce today? I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can move on to the Q&A section. We shouldn't take too long. I think we caught most of the questions while we were doing the live stream. Let's see here. How long does that take to print? And the sword, how long would the sword take to print?
Yeah, the sword is actually not hard as well. It's made for smaller printers, and like the blade itself, you can print it like multiple pieces at once.
Yeah, side by side, right?
Yeah.
So instead, you're not gonna print like the whole thing. It's made in sections, so you can print the sections all side by side, and it's not gonna take too long. Let's see here.
As we have 8 printers, I believe, it's hard to know how long did we take to print, because sometimes it's just one night we print a lot of pieces, and yeah.
So let's see here. Clutching the sword. Yeah, I am clutching the sword with an iron grip, Sean, and I'm not letting go. Maybe for cake time, because it is the first of the month and it's cake day.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's cake. Yes. It's cake day. I'm not gonna cut the cake with the sword. It's resin. You can't eat resin. It's gonna ruin a perfectly good cake. It's a bad idea. Quick adventure in and out, 20-minute stops. Right. Portal 4 confirmed. The end caught my slip there. I did say city of portals. Let's see here. It's not an awesome bundle. Yeah. Yeah, you can find the videos on our YouTube channel. Just check them out. We have kind of moved away from doing videos. We don't do tutorial videos like these for 3D printing. They're exclusive for our platform. They are on our YouTube channel.
3D printing tutorials playlist on YouTube.
Yeah, check out the 3D printing tutorials playlist on YouTube. Everyone should grow a beard in Lit Studios. We have quite a few ladies here who are not dwarves, so I'm not sure how that would work. But sure, we can try. We can do like a no shave November thing. Definitely. I haven't shaved since November 2018, I think.
I heard that Tiago had like a goatee, or
yeah. I actually went to school with someone else, to high school with someone else that works at Loot, and I had a goatee by the time I was 15, and I remember having a mustache when I was like 12 or 13 or something.
Yeah, and he already has this voice and 2 meters tall.
Yeah,
with 12.
I grew up all at once. Nope, no April Fool's joke. We didn't do an April Fool's joke, because anything that we do as an April Fool's joke would just confuse people.
Yeah,
and like if we did an April Fool's joke where we promised like we're gonna do Tiamat for you for free next month.
Yeah,
and everyone would like, where's Tiamat?
Yeah.
Right. So it would be kind of awkward to kind of go back, and then we would have to do Tiamat, and Alvaro would kind of kill someone in the marketing team. Will you be live sculpting in the future? Chris Hopkinson asked. Maybe.
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
Yeah. So we're
Okay.
testing out this new format. Maybe at some point in the future, Alvaro will be live sculpting again. But I think this format worked, and we'll
I
probably
really
keep
enjoyed
going with it.
be able to just talk.
Yeah, I think something we can do is we can invite one of our artists that is working on one of the pieces of the bundle, or maybe one of the loyalty rewards. We can invite them onto the live stream to
Sometimes
give
I feel
people
that,
a sneak peek.
that maybe there are a lot of information at the same time, like sculpting, painting, and cool minis. Maybe this format's more like you can focus. But yeah, sculpting is also nice.
Yeah. Can I have bundle images? So your images are great. The full bundle images, big of quality. Jeremiah sells. I think you're asking for the high resolution, like full bundle image, like the one of the Alta Minis. If you go to I have already added that. If you go to the extra sections where the magazine is you can find the high res bundle image there. So yeah, I print tutorials. Email seems different every time. Email. They are the painting tutorials are. We have been doing the painting tutorials largely for the YouTube channel now, right? The painting tutorials.
Yeah, they're both on the YouTube and platform.
Yeah, so they are both on YouTube and on the platform, so you can
The
check.
exclusive ones are the guides of the 32 millimeters.
Yes.
Is it available already?
Yeah, it should be available really soon.
Yeah, like Márcia is working with Luisa now, and they are almost finishing the last miniature. So, like next week for sure, you will be able to download on our website the painting guide for all the characters for this bundle.
Okay, Dwayne Hinton, Tiamat is not coming next month. That was. That's what I was saying. Why did I say that?
Now
Okay.
they will believe it's like a hint, but it's not, guys.
It's
Tiamat
not a
is
hint.
not
Oh
coming.
god damn it! Oh god damn it! We have to do Tiamat now over.
No way.
That's an easy amount of membership. I think could do it. Spots month. Okay. May City of Dwarfs. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. Let's see. Are there any more questions? We're about to leave you guys. We need to get on for, or they still have some work to do.
Yeah. Oh, there's the magazine.
Oh yes, absolutely. So we have the magazine is up. Definitely check it out. The magazine for the bundle has all the lore and the stat blocks for the bundle. It also has the item stat sheet for the Blade of Colossus, which was what we were calling the prop sword. So the city where this part of the adventure is set, it's called Colossus, and this is the Blade of Colossus. It's not the most powerful magical item ever, but it is a fairly good magical item. So definitely check that out. Barbarians. Sunakokaro, you just put down fixing old files ? If you have any old files that you'd like to would like us to take a look because they're not working for you or something, just drop you can go to our Discord channel and make a comment there. There's a bug report. There are bug report channels on our Discord server. You can just send us an email to our support team. It is support@loot-studios.com. That's the address, and you can let us know what exactly is the issue. My personal favorite sculpt for this month, I think, would have to be the Mysterious Champion. What about you, Alvaro?
Oh, it's a tough question. I love the Colosseum.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a big one.
Looks amazing. Yeah, the Mysterious fighter is amazing. Oh, it's I love the Cyclops as well. The Faceless Abomination. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't. I just can't.
Okay, okay.
She's the same.
Oh, Márcia just like
Oh, Márcia just came into the
came
room here.
Come here.
Yeah, come in, come in. Yeah, here's Márcia.
Hi.
Yes.
So,
Oh, Jesus, this looks so good.
Let me just place.
Yeah, can we get a close up on this, on the bust here? Yeah, don't ruin the paintwork, Alvaro. This looks. Let's see here. We're focusing. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this looks so good.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, so Sunakokaro, you're downloading old bundles and they're all individual files and it takes forever. I think we're gonna be able to help you there with our... Yeah, I'm gonna look into this. Okay, let me just write that down here. Maybe that's a weekend project for me or something. Let me just make a group. Oh,
Kevin is asking about the street section.
bundles.
Don't
the-
worry, Kevin. The
The
street
straight
section.
section is coming.
Yeah, I will work on it next week.
Let's see here. Life Press Shifters, no name flag for Lady Harpy on the small resin V1 original files. Where do I find a piece of art copy? Wow, it is awesome. I think that the name plaque for in the... Okay, that's another one for the Lady Harpy ship. Yeah, that kind of issue. If you mention it to us on our I wake up tired. That kind of issue that you just mentioned there for the Lady Harpy ship, if you just mention it on our Discord or send us a support ticket, we usually can get it fixed real quick. I'm gonna talk to the team about uploading that missing file. But if you can also find it in the larger version of the Lady Harpy.
There's some question for Mars.
Yeah, Márcia, how do you feel about contrast paint / speed paint? Do you like it?
I couldn't understand.
Oh.
Como que chama?
Speed paint.
Contrast paint.
I don't know this product.
Oh, this process?
No, it's a product, right? Called contrast paint.
Contrast paint?
Or
I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to get
Yeah.
back to you. Maybe we can do a Márcia only Q&A section later, but that's gonna take us some preparing.
it's like it's a technique like
Speed paint is...
using wash. And
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. I'm not a painting guy, and so I don't know the technical terms in English for it.
I don't know either.
I almost drop into this every time. So let's see what else. Less than 2. Yeah, Preston P saying I can do that in 8 hours, and she did it in less than 2. So yeah, you're kind of speed painting already, Márcia.
yeah.
But Sculpt painting are amazing. Love to see how y'all are making such an awesome project. Love your community support too. Márcia, great job. Márcia, great job as always. Yeah, I think things are winding down on chat, and I think we can finish things up here. Okay, so yeah, let's end it for today, everyone. I'm gonna take this home with me. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking with us through the whole live stream. I know it took a while to get started, but we're getting better at that. It is a new format, so let us know in the comments how much you liked it. If you didn't like it, what else could we be doing differently, anything like that. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking with us. I hope you have a lot of fun with the new bundle.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye. See you next. In 15 days. more or
Yeah,
less.
15 days,
Yeah.
14 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.